Hi, good evening, and thank you for having me over IFF and the Images Group. This is my first solo talk at a forum like this, although, yes, I've spoken many times about my journey. Um, I've been traveling, and I was just I was suddenly thrown into this, so I'm not come totally prepared, but my journey is as is, and that can't change. So I said, let me just go ahead and do this. I come from a multicultural background where, my mom's a foreigner from the UK, my dad being Indian. But what I did was, I think growing up, that has helped shape me a lot, and that has helped me in terms of my design. I'm currently the founder of an activewear brand called Mimi. But my journey has started very differently. My early years was all about sport, music, travel, and with that, I actually started my career with interior design. Um, while I did really well in interior design, somewhere down the line, after close to a decade, my brother asked me to move into the US and thought maybe if I'm doing so well in India, come there, understand materials, and maybe you'll have bigger platforms, better platforms to work with. So I went to the US and worked there for about 3 years with a couple of architects, designers. And I always had a passion for fashion, dressing up little dolls as most little girls do. Um, I stumbled upon a fashion, actually a bridal designer, and I went to design her salon. And while I was designing her salon, I asked her if I could kind of come in on weekends and help her with draping and, the embellishments and everything ethereal always kind of got me. Um, while I was doing that and actually freelancing for about 3 different architects in the US, I slowly weaned away from one architect, and then I started giving more time to her, and then I realized my passion and my calling is really fashion. But having said that, I did do well in the interior design too. Did a lot of showrooms, commercial spaces, residential spaces, celebrity homes. So it was a great journey. So I said, okay, time to maybe switch. Did a 6-month course of Parsons in New York in the night while, because during the day I was working. And that really was my change. And then I decided that, okay, fine. Now I know that this is my calling, so I wanted to come back to India, but then how do I understand the Indian industry? So I wrote to Anuradha Mahindra from the Verve magazine, just like that. And for some reason, she said that my little note to her was from the heart, and she wanted to meet me, so she gave me some time. And then she said, but what do I take you on as in a magazine? So I said, I just want to understand the industry. Let me be an executive assistant. She thought that was strange. But anyway, she did take me on as her executive assistant, worked with her for a good year, understood the Indian industry, fashion industry, and lots of learning from her, and an absolute wonderful lady who I'm still very, very in touch with. And so that was one thing. After that, from her, I moved on to Kanchipuram because I wanted to understand silk. I knew my space would definitely be Western bridal and Western gowns. So I moved on to Kanchipuram to understand silk. I've always been an extremely detailed person, and maybe interiors also give me more of that, because with interiors, every inch, every millimeter matters when you move in a table, or you're kind of putting in, say, a bed or whatever, right? So very detailed. So I went to Kanchipuram, understood how silk was woven. I worked there with the actual weavers for a year and a half. But, and yeah, just going a little bit back, my father was an industrialist, and I was always going to the factories and things like that, and I think that entrepreneurial bit was there in me. So while I was in Kanchipuram, I said, let me not waste my time. So I used to do a little bit of sketches of temples and things like that. And every 3 months, I would do a collection within that year and a half that I was there for for saris and Indian ethnic wear. which I had the opportunity to sell at various places in Chennai and also at the Music Fest, which I did for over 3 years. And that was like fabulous with me. And, okay. So very quickly after that, I came to Bangalore, and then that's where my journey of fashion started. I had a 3,000 square feet showroom opposite Bangalore Club, did a couple of fashion weeks from New York to Miami to Rome, won an award in Rome for new talent, haute couture. Somewhere I wanted to have like a bigger platform, do something really large, and that's where I thought sport. My dad always wanted me to be in sport, but I played a little bit of badminton and baseball and nothing more than that. So I thought to keep him happy, now that he's gone, I said, okay, maybe I should at least design for sport. And that's where the whole thing of, Mimi started. I started designing for sport, going in and out of China, lots of technology in our product. Again, for this product, I kind of, was researching for about 2.5 years. I'm happy to say that I have a fabulous product right now, just bringing it to the market. And yeah, that's where it is. Okay. Thank you.
So, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you were to headline your story or give it a title to what you've just told us, your entire journey, what would you articulate that as?
I think I'm just a very passionate entrepreneur, and design for me is more than just regular design. I feel design is like a kind of method, and everything I do has a certain methodology about it. To give myself a title, I didn't think of it. I didn't really think to give myself a title.
Not yourself. You told us a story of your journey.
Yeah.
I was saying that, whether it's inspirational or something that is like if this was a book, what would the cover page say? So something that we take away as what your journey has been about.
Yeah, so I think inspiring women, inspiring little girls, and never give up. Because I think at every point where I have been, it has definitely been a struggle, whether it was interiors, whether it was fashion. At every point, there has been a struggle. And even till date, today I know because I have a really superhero product with me, but even getting it out there in the market. I mean, today, finally, I'll say that there are people looking at my product, people looking at me. I'm in the midst of having, I'll say 24 has been a very blessed year for me, because while I got 2 great investors coming in to invest in my company, the other thing is there might and could be a really big brand merger for me, and I could be a part of a very large Indian platform. So, so 24 has been fabulous, and yeah.
And we're not even 2 months in.
So I say I'm blessed.
Yeah, good things when they happen, they can happen in a blink.
Yeah, but a blink maybe now 2 months in, but it's been a long journey to get where I am.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Eventually they happen. So where do you see this brand going? I just checked it and looks very, very interesting, and I think it has a lot of potential.
Yeah, thank you for that. So if I did go the route of taking in the investments, then yes, so I would build. I'm a very people's person. I love community build. So I think I would kind of go, while I will need to play the offline D2C kind of route, I think I would definitely go the offline. I mean, the online route I have to play, I would go the offline route too, because I believe I would get consumers and customers who will be repeat, which is what is happening now. The brand is about a year old, but I have constantly repeat customers coming back to us. So that for me tells me a lot. If I join this other platform, then I know that they are super well funded, the guys are good guys, and I have no ego about joining another group, because, over there I'm going to be partnering with them, the brand's going to go with them, I will continue to design for my brand and other brands. So at least I don't need to worry about an everyday finances, I don't have to worry about raising more money or the marketing, but I know that at least, what I do right well, and which is my passion, which is design, technology, sourcing is absolutely my passion and what I'm super good at. I think marketing offline, I think I'm very good at, but the online business is something that I'm still learning.
Sure. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you so much.